Matt Bell with Electric Violin Shop. What's up, everybody? We got our live stream today. As you can see, this is an instrument y'all have not seen in this shop before. It's because it's not been in this shop before. This is the Spectra electric violin. It is an LED violin, or LED, if you must. But right now it is in sound active mode. And we're really excited to have with us the inventor of this violin. And so tell everybody who you are and what you're about and why you decided to make this violin.
Yeah, so my name's David Deininger. I'm an electrical engineer. I just moved here to the greater Raleigh area almost 2 years ago now. And I've been making these, prototyping these violins just because I love music. And I'm not the greatest player, but I can use my engineering skills for something. So I figured I'd make a violin out of it.
Awesome. I'm going to let you talk about some features, talk about some things this violin can do.
Yeah, absolutely. So like Matt was saying, the primary audio output is passive, so it goes right through your quarter-inch jack. You can go to your amplifier through a cord, or you can go to a wireless transceiver. So right now the LEDs are just kind of in a static mode, so you can change color. In this mode you can go to different colors. But there's about 16 colors you can cycle through, and it just cycles through them completely. Second mode, this is reactive mode. So this is the one that Matt was showcasing. Basically, the instrument lights up as you play the instrument, bow it or pluck. The third one I kind of put in there just as kind of like a soft backlight, so it's not like really flashing in your face, so it's a little less straining. Mode 4, I think some people might find a little fun, is kind of like a temporal, where after it sees kind of a strike, it'll change the color randomly. And mode 5 is actually something I'm continuing to develop, is a Bluetooth option where the lights can actually be controlled by a light board guy. So right now I just have it kind of controlled by a phone. Have a little tiny app that I built for Android. So from the phone app, just connect directly to the instrument. So yeah, I can directly control the colors of the lights through the use of the Bluetooth interface. So you can see here actually kind of a dual tone color that I'll be able to control in the future. But yeah, so I mean that's pretty much it.
So as you can see, yeah, it's got two different LEDs on it, and with those two LEDs, you can control them separately, right? So you can do one color on the top and one color on the bottom, and that's pretty hip. And these are bright. So like I don't know if you guys can see, watch this. Like I've got these lights, these studio lights pointing on us, so there's not a lot of shadows on us. Yeah, so there's some really bright lights on us right now. So the fact that you can see these lights with these studio lights like right on me tells you that on a stage, even the stage, I actually took one of these prototypes out on a stage that I was playing on last year, and the band that I was touring with has a pretty extensive light show, and we didn't have any problem seeing the lights on the violin at all. And it's, you know, being on my stage was like being on the sun. I mean, it's bright. I almost was able to get a tan, which is incredible. So yeah, these lights are super bright. Those of you who have worked with other LED violins and have found that the lights are not bright enough, this is an issue that's going to be better for you with this instrument. Yeah, that's what's going on with the Spectra violin. So it does have several different modes, and I don't know if he showed you, there's some buttons on the side here. So what's this button here?
That should be the brightness button, but that depends on which mode you're in. So right now I went back to mode 1, which is static color, so now you can control the brightness.
All right, so the brightness, as you can see, it sort of works through some different levels. There's an LED display right here inside. It's a little hard for you guys to see, but when you're playing it, you can look right at it. I'm looking down through the clear body of the violin, and I can see this display here. And then these two buttons here on the port side, you've got your up and down buttons, and
so the top one is going to be your mode button. So this will go through the 5 different modes of control of the lights, and then this one, bottom one is the color of the lights. So when you're in the first three modes, you'll be able to control the lights, the color of the lights.
So this thing comes with a manual. He did mention he was an engineer, right?
Yeah.
So this thing will come with a manual, and so I'm on 15 now. Look at there, 16. And it pops over to 1, 2. But it really is a well-engineered instrument. And so you're doing the work with wood and 3D printing, right?
Yeah, so a lot of it is 3D printed. Obviously, you clean it up, make sure it looks nice, and then the main body is maple. Probably experiment more with lighter materials, and then the top is just an acrylic plate.
Built his own pickup, right?
Yep. Yeah, so it's a dual element. So one is dedicated directly for the audio output, so the electronics do not interfere whatsoever with your audio output. So, God forbid anything were to happen to the electronics and they fail while you're on stage, you still can actually play and have audio output. So.
Battery. Let's talk about the battery in here.
So the battery is a little bit unique. It's not like a standard AA. So it does use a lithium-ion battery that's specific. I do list it in the user manual, and they do ship with it. So you do have spares and you do have a charger. They are rechargeable lithium-ion batteries.
You can use any shoulder rest you want. Just clip your shoulder rest on there, and it does have a nice ridge there for grabbing onto your shoulder rest. The other nice thing is that the bridge is just a regular wooden bridge that sits on top of the pickup element. So if you wanted to shape this bridge differently, that'd be a relatively easy thing to do. You can use any center mount chin rest if you're sort of if you're a chin rest snob and you have to have a certain kind of chin rest. I'm not judging, it's fine. But any center mount chin rest will work on here. It will fit. It is one cool looking violin. Yeah, they're very cool.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the etching along the edge on there.
Yeah, so that is actually just it's a sticker. It's a vinyl sticker. I experimented quite a bit with etching and lasering, and they never get quite the same effect. So this is the best effect. So if you really don't like it, you could actually just peel it off and put on your own vinyl sticker.
There you go. The reason for that is to let that light as it's dispersing through there catch a little bit more. Yeah, when you're on a stage, these are bright. And he actually, the first time I think you asked me about them, you were afraid that they're going to be shining up in my eyes and blinding me. There actually is a cover. As you're playing the violin, there is a cover on top of that light. They're up on our website right now. So if you are in the market for an LED violin, this is one to definitely think about. Obviously, the Aurora violins that we've been carrying for a long time, another excellent product. These are priced a little higher because they've got some more functionality, but very cool. If you guys have more questions, you can dump them in the comments section and we will answer those. David will be available to answer those questions. We're going to help answer those questions. The nice thing about having the engineer be right here in the town where we live, he's committed to providing support for these things when you buy them, and I'm pretty excited about this. These are going to be cool.
Yeah, thank you.